Hello and welcome to the first edition of the Carmel Bella's Green Report. Hi, I'm Brooke Sitney Gavins and I am the Carmel Bella. Today we are talking about water, or the lack of water. The United States, especially the southwestern region, is experiencing serious drought conditions. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration issued a report saying that January and February 2009 had been the driest beginning of the year since water records began way back in 1895. Can you believe there was only 2.69 inches of rainfall across the U.S. on average for the past 2 months? Maybe you can't if you live in a rainy state. But here in sunny Los Angeles and across the Southwest, we can believe it because we need rain. The drought conditions basically began in 2006 in California and in 2007 in Texas. In my metropolitan city of Los Angeles, we only received 3 inches of rain from 2006 to 2007. That's crazy. So because of this drought, California's Governor Arnold Schwarzenegger issued a drought emergency last month. And Los Angeles is planning to start a water rationing system. This will be the first one in LA in about 15 years. The system is calling for price-enforced household conservation and tough new lawn watering restrictions. So basically, you're going to have to pay to spray water, that is. LA is going to see the beginning of new water conservation methods. My second story today is a related story. As we've talked about, water is a serious issue here in the Southwest. States, cities, organizations, and communities are all fighting over water. Because of the water scarcity, California courts have reduced the amount of water that can flow from the Sacramento San Joaquin Delta to the farms in the Central Valley. This is bad news for farmers and ranchers in the nation's salad or fruit bowl. Because, hello, farmers need water to grow crops. No water for farming means less California agricultural production. And this water shortage will have serious economic implications for California farms and for the nation's food supply. And as a side note, and really as my final story for today, these drought-like conditions are making California and the rest of the Southwest very vulnerable to wildfires. We all remember the ones that happened last year in California. There was a record number of Southern Californians, over 500,000, that had to vacate their home because of the fires. And guess what? If you don't have any water or little water, it's going to be tough putting out the fires. So what can we do? Well, environmentalists and scientists are calling for a federal water policy which will provide regulations and guidelines for the use of water from our dwindling reserves, like the Colorado River and Lake Mead. The policy would serve as a guide for the federal government, states, cities, and metropolitan areas, as well as rural areas, businesses, non-governmental organizations, and even Native American communities. Because all of these groups need water. We all need water. Well, that wraps up our first edition of the Carmel Bella's Green Report. If you'd like to hear more about the green stories or even on politics or pop culture, please check out my website at www.carmelbella.com. Well, stay tuned for next week where we'll have another edition of the Carmel Bella Report. In the meantime, be easy and